Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm really excited for today's battle because it's a battle between one of our two favorite or almost favorite armies, the Eldar against the Blood Angels. And one thing I want to mention before we start the battle in earnest. Yesterday I put a post on the Facebook group, Second Edition group, with I think 4 pictures of the two assembled armies, and I was really overwhelmed by the feedback, all those comments from the people looking forward to today's battle. So hopefully it's a close battle and you will enjoy it. Okay, these are the 1000 points of Eldar for today's battle. The small war host is led by a Farseer. As you know, it's a level 4 Psyker. He's equipped with less pistol, chainsword, power fist, and as mentioned is my army commander and my Psyker. And furthermore, I've included 2 Exarchs in the front. You can see the Dark Reaper Exarch with his missile launcher. He's got a displacer field as a wargear card and has the fast shot and stealth ability from the Exarch section. My second Exarch is a Swooping Hawk Exarch. He's equipped with a conversion field as a wargear card and has the turn aside blow,
which allows him an additional parry. So even if he had 2 swords, he would have 2+1 parry because the ability allows him to use maybe his leg.
Yeah. Okay, these are my 3 choices from the character section. Then from the squad section, I've got Aspect Warriors, the Striking Scorpions, 7 of them, equipped with the iconic chainswords and shuriken pistols. Furthermore, 3 Swooping Hawks with their grenade launcher pack. And finally 7 Guardians with their shuriken catapults. They can put a tremendous amount of shots because of their sustained fire rule. And finally from the support section I've got a Warwalker, which is equipped with a scatter laser and a heavy plasma gun. And as you know, the driver is protected by a rather powerful power field. Although it doesn't save him, I think, in close combat because you're within the power field bubble. So if some enemy reaches him in close combat, he probably will be slain rather easily. For the mission, I draw Guerrilla War, which means I will receive victory points by killing enemies in hand-to-hand combat. And as secondary objective, if I disable enemy vehicles within 24 inches of my own table edge, I gain 1 victory point for each disabled or destroyed vehicle. Okay, let's see what Marcus will tell you about his Blood Angels.
And psychic powers?
Psychic powers, yeah. I drew them already, so I got Doom.
That's a dangerous one.
Mind
yeah.
Executioner and Guide.
Okay, that's the
so,
only one.
As you know, the Eldar, I think they have potent powers in total, and let's see how long my Farseer will survive to unleash his psychic abilities.
Okay, and these are exactly 1000 points of Blood Angels. Thank you very much. I'm allowed to play your Blood Angels. First of all, the first model from the character sections is a captain, an old friend of mine. The captain has got bolt pistol, chainsword and power fist. He's got a jump pack, which is not shown on the model, and a displacer field. Strategy rating of 5 at 138 points. The next and the last character is a Tech Marine, which has to be included because of the many vehicles. It's a Tech Marine with a chainsword and a plasma gun, a refractor field at 47 points. And then I've got a Scout Sergeant with a needle sniper rifle, sword, power fist, and 4 Scouts only with bolt pistols and swords, and 3 needle sniper rifles and a heavy bolter at 170 points infiltration, and dispersed formation. And there's something special about the Blood Angels because they can choose veteran squads. So normal assault units only have a weapon skill of 5, but they have weapon. You're right, of 4, but they have weapon and ballistic skill 5 and a higher leadership. So these 5 equipped with jump packs and because of the lack of points, only bolt pistols and chainswords and frag and crack grenades are far better than the usual ultramarine or dark angel assault units. So together we've got 12 models in total, and there are 3 choices from the vehicle section, which are a dreadnought with power fist built in Stormbolter assault cannon and ablative armor, and an attack bike with multi-melter twin bolt gun and bolt pistols on the crew, without any vehicle cards, and a land speeder with heavy flamer and multi-melter. All of them come with targeters, and I think this is one of the smallest of our armies, but one of the fastest. We would have thought that they might enter, these 2 armies, the Eldar and the Blood Angels, the final of our tournament we played. If you take a look at our playlists, you will find them. One of the other choices was the Tyranids, an opposite, because they had 50 or 60 models at 1000 points. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we've got our regular 4 by 6 foot table, and you can see the ruins of an imperial settling, some rocks, the center of the battlefield, together with one of our spectacular pieces of terrain, and then some kind of wilderness. We agreed that there's kind of crystal forest between the Elder Portal, and there's another forest, and this is where Alex deployed his first troops.
Yeah, as you can see, basically my Exarch and the Striking Scorpions are within the wood. Behind the wood is the other Exarch, the Swooping Hawk Exarch, and the 3 Aspect Warriors, so that they cannot be shot at in the first turn. And my Guardians and the Farseer are just emerged from the gate onto the battlefield. And maybe you've noticed my Warwalker isn't deployed yet because I got my strategy card Flank March, which allows me to bring the Warwalker in battle on the neutral edges of the battlefield from the second turn on after passing a leadership test. And maybe because I have to deploy first because of my lower strategy rating, maybe I thought it was a good idea to keep 1 unit in reserve and bring them into the battle when I see where Marcus deployed his Blood Angels.
Okay, and they are really spread all across the table. I got some assault units at my left flank. I've got the Dreadnought, and hoping for the first turn, although there's only a difference of 1 concerning strategy ratings, hoping for the first turn so that my Dreadnought as well as the attack bike can go on Overwatch. I think he's looking forward the land speeder to do pop-up attacks, and he'll probably jump towards the shelter, the cover of the Imperial Bastion at the utmost edge of the settling before the wilderness.
You have to deploy your scouts.
And
But I think I will leave the room so you can.
I place the models and take a picture. That's our favorite course of actions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're back after my first movement phase. As you can see, the veteran assault unit has advanced towards the enemy, but still intent on keeping the rock formation between them and the shuriken catapult wielding guardians. I hope not too many of them fall prey to the psychic powers of the enemy army commander. And these three went on Overwatch. There's not much sense of the Space Marine going on Overwatch, but on the other hand, he would have come within the psychic powers range of the enemy Farseer. And I really need the assault cannon of the Dreadnought to prevent Swooping Hawks from coming down. And my army commander used his jump pack in order to get closer to the enemy who is lurking in the forest over there, close combat units and 2 exarchs. My secretly deployed scouts on Overwatch as well. And he sacrificed himself. I'm sure he's going to die. And die within 24 inches of Alex Table Edge, granting an extra victory point in order to be able to get at least 2 shots. The flame is out of range, but the crew member will use his bolt pistol on the Swooping Hawks, and I try to do 1 multi-melter shot with a 1.5 inch template. Okay, the bolt pistol will hit on 3+. Good luck to you. Yeah, hit. Strength 4 versus toughness 3 is on 3s. Yep. And -1, you've probably a 6.
5 up, armor save, aspect armor.
Okay.
They're rather lightly armored, so 6+ armor save. No.
So one of them is down. And now the more important weapon before the land speeder is destroyed by the shuriken fire, shredded to pieces. On a 2+. Yep, on a 6 we are lucky. So this one. And as it's, let's say only one of them. Technically, he's with the squad, so he should be within 2 inches, but the multi-melter is only a 1.5 inch template. Okay, so 2+ for the regular Swooping Hawk guy, strength toughness. He's dead. And for your exarch, strength toughness 2+ as well, because it's 8 versus 4 probably. Yep. And it's minus a lot, so the regular armor won't help you. I'll look it up.
And I think the exarch had a conversion field. Yeah, so I used the conversion field.
On a 4, and you succeeded. Yeah. I think your troops aren't blinded because of all of them have fully enclosed armor. So 2 of them are dead, and you have to take a break test, but it'll be a break test on probably on your exarch on 9. Yeah, they failed. So you've got 1 of them left and your leader. And that's nearly the end of my turn. All we've got left to do is the psychic phase. There's only 1 psyker on the table, so it's 1. Yeah, it's a roll of 1, and we can skip it. So only I would get a card, and only Alex has got a psyker. And that's the end of my rather less glorious first turn. Sacrificed the land speeder for 2 Swooping Hawks.
Well, that's the end of the first movement phase of the Eldar. My guardians went on Overwatch in order to welcome the assault marines which are approaching. My Farseer are a little bit behind the guardians.
But I think you're safe because you're inside the crystal forest.
No,
so
my striking, not my striking squad, my Dark Reaper exarch went on Overwatch.
And within 2 inches of the edge?
My striking scorpions walked towards the land speeder in order to use their shuriken pistols, and 4 of them are able to do so. And my Swooping Hawk exarch and the
remaining survivor.
remaining Zugmog went on flying high, and in doing so, the scouts showed themselves in order to use their overwatch to shoot at the ascending Soaking Hogs.
But it'll be really difficult because the scouts are not only unable to do proper close combat and can't, because not fully fledged Space Marines can't rapid fire and stuff like that. They've got a bad ballistic skill of 3, and because of the long range they won't benefit from short range modifiers for their needle sniper rifles. So we've got 3 to hit rolls on 6s with the needle sniper rifle. Oh, 2 of them. This is really lucky. Then we've got 1 heavy bolter on 5 because of the targeter. No. And then we've got 1 needle sniper rifle in the hands of the sergeant, the veteran sergeant, I think. No, that's not enough. So we've got 2 times, and we have to roll
distribute
1, 2, 3, the regular guy, regular guy, regular guy. No strength toughness, so all that's left for you to do are 2 armor saves, and they are on 6+, I think, because of -1.
Okay.
So 1 squad is wiped out, but he's on the loose.
Okay.
The dangerous one.
Then there is my shooting phase. So 4 striking scorpions try to the land speeder with their pistols, hitting on 3s.
Yep.
So all of them hit.
4 hits. So let's see where you hit them. 1 to 2 is the crew. 3 to 6, no crew hits.
They're all on the land speeder.
And it's...
Am I able to penetrate?
You're able to do so. Let's say it's the front and not the side. So you only need 10, so you need 6s because it's D6 plus 4. 4 rolls, and on 6s...
Oh,
2 6s.
penetrating
You're lucky.
hits. Gonna roll on the chart. A 3 and a 4.
3 and 4 is a lot.
Maybe just read the number 4.
No, Landspeeder doesn't have any vehicle cards. So 3.
Maybe read the 4, it's the worst.
Okay, the Landspeeder's engine cuts out and it crashes to the ground 2d6 away in a random direction. Anything under the Landspeeder when it lands takes D3 strength 6 hits with a -2 saving throw modifier. The crew are able to leap to the ground before it crashes, but will suffer if the Landspeeder was moving at more than 10 inches a turn in its previous move. So, as I moved 20, both of them will, in my roll for them, will get a strength 10 hit.
Okay. But maybe you're lucky.
So I hit them. Oh,
so
that's
it crashes.
really deadly shit.
This
Okay. So everybody... Yeah.
You got 2 strength 10 hits.
I've got 2 strengths 10 hits, so they're probably dead. One survives. We look for a Blood Angel model afterwards. And your guys get D3 strength 6 hits at -2. So they're probably dead. No, it says anything under the Landspeeder when it lands.
Okay, it was 10 inches.
So it's probably
So
3 guys.
Those 2 guys.
Yeah, or 2 guys, yeah. 2 times D3 hits.
So each one get 2 hits.
2d6 hits at -2. 2 times strength toughness 2 plus.
Okay, the first one.
Yeah.
Dead. Second one. Dead.
Yeah.
Do you have the armor save?
-2. Yeah.
Okay, for 5 plus armor save. The first one. No.
The second one.
No.
So 2 are dead. And
Okay,
might need to have a break test.
You can remove
And
the lens.
one guy...
Maybe we put it here because I get 1 victory point because it was in my...
An extra victory point. Yeah. So it's probably 3 victory points for you.
Okay.
And I think they... Do they have to take a break test? 2 guys either out of...
Just...
Yeah.
Pass
Okay.
it.
And now...
that was the end of my shooting phase, in fact. So we can go on to the
Psychic phase.
psychic phase.
1 dice, as always. One card for you.
That maybe suffice to...
And maybe it's sufficient to work some wonders.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad because I don't have a card, so I can't have a parry. Yeah. You can do whatever you'd like to do.
It's even within 18 inches.
Yeah.
The first one.
So you probably do executioner.
Yeah, I think. No.
Executioner, the one where you jump forwards.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a fake close combat, and if you lose, it won't matter, but if you win, he's dead. I've got a weapon skill of 5, 2 dice, and I can parry. So can you.
I can parry as well, and I count as even as charging.
Yeah.
According to the
So you've got a weapon skill of 8, probably. You've rolled 2 ones. I
7
can't.
plus 5 is 12.
Charging is 13, but I get
That's
plus 2
my
from
combat
you.
result, yeah.
I've got 13. Whereas I have got 11, 12, 13, but you've got the higher initiative.
Okay.
6 plus 5 is 11, plus 2 from you. Here it's right. So you've got one hit with your power fist, and the power fist doesn't leave
the first one.
any room.
And 1 force card is spent.
So,
Hooray!
no.
Is down.
Yeah, they are not bad. Whenever your army commander uses this psychic power, he can't lose anything.
That is really insane.
Yeah.
All the Eldar psychic powers are insane, but especially this executioner is really a good one.
And points wise, it's
And
probably
that's
a
the
draw.
end of the first turn.
Because I've only wiped out a single squad, and you've killed a weapon, gaining a vehicle, gaining some extra mission points for it. Okay. Okay, we are back after my second movement phase, and as you can see, it's quite an inglorious thing to do, but they aren't able to survive against the Psychus attacks, and I think they can't even see the ones in the forest until they've fired first. So they retreated in order maybe to prevent the enemy Exarch from killing the dreadnought or the attack bike. The attack bike is still stationary, and all of them are still on Overwatch. They are on Overwatch as well. The only thing which has happened is that my army commander charged the first one, and I hope he'll manage to wipe them out. But let's see. Okay, so we've got a close combat to do. I've got a power fist and a sword or chain sword, so I've got 1 parry and weapon skill 5 plus charging, 7 plus charging. So I've got 12, 13. And can you please parry? No.
I've got 10.
Yeah. 3 hits with the power fist. Yep. And on I go to the next 2 of them.
Okay, then on to the psychic phase.
Okay, 1 dice, 4 psychic powers. Oh, this time it's 4. You're lucky. It's an even number, so we are dealt an equal amount of cards, but only you have a Psyker. What would you like to do? Oh man, that's bad. Look at the range of his psychic powers. Yeah.
Okay, then we'll do mind draw with 1 force card.
The evil guy. No wonder he's the target of my mission. Yeah. Okay, I let you have it. Maybe your next psychic power is
Marine.
the tech. Can you pick out characters as well? Okay, probably you can do so. So just roll. So you've got a certain amount of dice.
4 dice.
Yeah.
Plus 1 for each force card spent.
Mm-hmm.
And for each 6,
I suffer a
you receive
wound.
1 wound with no armor saving throws possible.
No armor saving, but shields work. Okay. Because he's got only rubbish. I think he's got a refractor field.
So, would have caused 1 wound.
There's only 1 wound. He would die, but he's got a refractor field, so let's try just for fun. It would be on a 5. No. So he's down.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm finished.
I won't be able to harm him. I think I have to move my complete army away. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the end of my second turn.
Okay, that's the end of the second turn movement phase of the Eldar. My guardians, including the father, remained where they are. The 2
I think he's found the perfect place not to be assassinated.
Close combat charged the Space Marine captain. My swooping hawks descended from the skies, charging the dreadnought. And then one thing which didn't went well, I tried to flank march my Warwalker, but unfortunately he failed to pass the leadership test. He rolled a 9, so he will probably arrive in turn 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
let's start
I
with
didn't
shooting.
do Overwatch fire because they can only do it in a 90-degree arc to the front. So if he comes down right beside me, I'm probably unable to do so. There's one trick last time when we played with Eldar against the Chaos Cult. I put 6 models right in contact with my army commander, so you are not able to touch the intended target. Okay.
So my Dark
Shooting.
Side shoots at the attack bike. He has the fast shot ability, meaning he can
Should hit on
shot
2s.
twice. So 2 times, yeah.
2 hits.
So hits. Where do I hit? It's 3 and 4.
I think the bike is blown away, the attack bike, but at least not within 24 inches of your
It's 3
table
and 4,
edge.
Marcus.
Okay.
To turn it.
So it's the bike and
2 times the bike.
yeah, and your armor penetration is D in case of crack missiles.
10 plus D10 plus 8 plus D6. But I don't need to have to roll because I will always gain 10,
Yeah.
even if I roll 2 ones. So I penetrate twice.
And you only need 10 from the front. So what happens?
So 2 times penetrated.
And the results are 4 and 5. This is enough.
5 result.
Bike engine explodes, killing the crew. Wreck hurls out of control the next turn before coming to a permanent halt.
Okay, I need to remove it.
Okay.
And then we have 2 close combats, I think. Your
And
army
the crew are
commander.
dead as well, probably. Okay, where would you like to start?
You maybe start over here. We already rolled for the Mandy Blasters, which failed to harm the Blood Angels captain, of course. So 2 of them were in close combat because of the follow-up move. So starting with them first, the first striking Scorpion has a combat result of 9.
Okay, nobody can force the other to parry. So they've been in close contact. Do I get +1 for follow-up? No. So I've got 5 plus 7 is 12.
Okay, 3 hits.
3 times Power Fist. 2 plus, he's gone.
Okay, the second striking Scorpion.
And you get an additional dice of 6s.
Sixes,
That's great.
that's 10,
Yeah.
11, 12.
Okay. So you've probably surpassed me. And I've got 12 as well, but I've got an initiative of 7, I think.
7, okay, I've got
Yeah.
6. So you've got 1 hit.
Power Fist, 2 plus, he's gone. And now you need to take a break test.
Yeah.
7 passed, yep.
And now those 2
Who really charged, and they get a bonus.
Okay, this is 10 plus 2 is 12, charging 13.
13. So these are the first. We should be able to harm my army commander. unless I roll really high and even get 1. And I've only got 10, so you've got 4 hits with your strongest weapon, probably the chainsaw.
4 versus toughness, 5 plus 2
5s.
So 1 wound.
1. And strength 4 is -1, so I've got a power armor save of 4 plus, no, and I've got a displacer field of 3, no, so I've suffered a wound. You can place a marker there.
Okay, then the last striking scorpion. Okay, 1, 6, 1.
That's a great result. No one. Okay, now I've got 13.
I've got 10.
Charging
Plus
11
3,
plus 3.
13, I've got 14. So 1 hit with the chainsaw, but failing to wound.
I've got 14 as well. I've got 7 plus 6 is 13 and 1 from you is 14. I've got a hit with my power fist.
Okay, yeah, of course, sorry.
Okay, strength toughness. Yep, 1 is gone.
Okay.
And there's only 1 left.
Okay, then we continue with the
And now the more interesting
Souping Hawk example.
close combat. And this is one of the best
If he fails,
paint jobs of Alex.
if he fails to wound the Triton or kill him even,
Okay, Alex has got a charging bonus,
that's
otherwise
the end of the example. Okay.
And you've got 2 parries. I've got none.
Okay.
And that's a great start. No one, no fumble.
Bad start. I need 3 6s in order to gain sufficient hits.
Okay. If I've got 3 6s and Alex makes me re-roll 2 6s, I'll survive. 1 1. Yeah, that's bad. And that's the end. Yeah, because I've only got 9, whereas Alex has got
I've got
11, 12.
charging 12,
Yeah.
13.
So you've got 4 hits with your power fist at an armor penetration of too much.
Okay, then I try to hit the hull 4 times.
Yeah.
And then I've got, I think, a bonus dice roll even.
At this strength, I think you've got an additional
D20.
D20.
That's 28. I have to borrow a D20 from you.
Yeah, the burden was gone.
Okay. Normally I've got D6 plus D20
Plus 8.
plus 8. And now I've got additional D20 because of the close combat hit. Okay. So I hit the hull. First set.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 30, whatever.
That's a lot. So
Ablative.
ablative is gone.
Okay, first from
And
out
I've
of the
got
4.
3 more hits.
And 16 plus 11 is 37 at least. Plus 8 is 40.
Okay, so 1 is through
Okay, 1
and
is penetrated. That's 16 plus 9 is
yeah, that's
25
a lot.
plus 8. So the
And
second
the
one,
third one.
26, 27 plus
Yeah.
8. Okay.
So you may re-roll on the body damage table 3 times.
Okay. But maybe I will be blown up as well.
I hope so.
Oh, it's a 6. That's the end of the
Yeah.
dreadnought for sure, but maybe.
The dreadnought is destroyed and any models within 3d6 suffer d6 strength 10 hits with a -3 saving throw modifier.
Okay, so I try to get away.
Yeah.
It's gonna blow a special roll.
No, I think
D6.
you may roll. Yeah, just roll and we look it up later on.
Oh, 4.
Okay, he rolled
I'm out
4.
of range.
And I think he's able to do up to d6, not only d3 leap away, but we look it up and we'll be back later after the psychic phase. Okay, now on for the psychic phase.
So it's my second turn.
Yep. 1 card, 1 for you, and it's probably another dead.
It's a nullified, so
Okay, so
I
I'm
can't
lucky.
do anything, and that's the end of my second turn.
The end of my third turn. It's really bloody. Okay, the remaining members of the veteran assault squad couldn't remain where they are because they'd be butchered by the enemy's psychic powers one after another. So I think your bodyguard of Guardians with shuriken catapults has been for naught up so far. And the only thing, close combat against the weapon skill 6 guy with the additional parry would have been, especially if you only wield bolt pistols and chainswords, suicide. So the only thing left to me was to have them jump forwards and try to lob some crack grenades, because they've got at least strength 6 and do some damage if I manage to hit. But I think at least one of them, maybe even two of them, will be targeted. Well, this matters. If you count the ankle of the Dark Reaper Exarch and his hand, I think he can...
Can't see anyone, okay.
If the ankle counts, he can kill all of them. But that's stuff for later on. Okay, so here we've got a case of shooting, or rather throwing grenades, whereas this one is still locked in mortal close combat. Maybe
rather mortal striking scorpions.
Maybe he's able to kill this one and jump on in order to kill the Exarch. But points wise, it's difficult because I've lost 3 of my vehicles, and Alex Warwalker is still to show up. Okay, so shooting is first, and we've got 3 crack grenades.
4 times.
4 of them, you're right. And normally you even get sometimes modifiers, but crack is so difficult because it has to hit the target.
So normally we hit on 2+, so now on 3+.
Now on 3s.
Okay. 4 times?
Okay, 4 times. Cracks. Let's pray. 3 of them.
3 hits.
Strength 6 versus somewhat is 2+.
Toughness 4.
3 of them. And crack is at least...
D6 damage.
Yeah.
So I have 3 times the conversion field, and if I fail it, I'm probably slain.
3 times 4+.
Okay.
Just 1.
1 time not, and just check it for sure. Yeah, damage D6, so he's dead.
So it's 5 wounds.
That's good.
So this one is gone, and now they are going to be shredded by his comrade. At least 3 of them, probably. That's difficult to tell.
Okay, then that was your shooting phase, then on to
Our close combat.
close combat phase. But I think that's the end of the striking scorpions, except that I rolled 2 6s and you rolled 4 1s. But no. Okay, 9. 10. No, it's just move and 2. Then at 13 I got 9, so 4 hits.
4 times.
4 times on 0.
Power fist.
Okay.
Is gone, and I do a follow-up move towards the tree. Towards your
towards my psychic
remaining exhaustion.
My draw. Okay, let's do the psychic phase. It's your turn. 1, 2, 3.
I hope so for some nullifies, because I can't do much. But Alex has got 2 cards, and 2 cards are probably all he needs in order to kill all of my units.
Then I will do Mind War.
Mind War onto whom?
Against your army commander.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Then I'll try Demonic Attack, but because of you being a level 4 Psyker, I think
so
only...
it's automatically nullified.
Yeah.
And I have to roll a dice. So it's 2.
But only in case of 1 and 2 you may
it's
die.
his master level, so I've got 6. And deducts the number of force cards, so I've got 5. The Psyker fights of the demon. Okay.
Okay.
So but the power is nullified, which is not that good.
But you've got 1 psychic power left, probably jumping towards me in order to do a close combat.
It's not in range yet.
What was the other one's range, by the way?
From Mindfall?
Yeah.
36.
Boah. So
That's-
I
that's
probably
really-
have to jump back as well because I've already suffered one wound and that's really...
Then I play Doom on your army commander.
Yeah, so every wound suffered will be doubled. So I try to nullify, and as I'm a lower psyker on no psych at all,
Oh, you're on a 5 or 6.
only on a 5 or 6, no.
Okay, so he's
So you can place Doom next to him. I hope Doom won't affect his jump back when he jumps back.
Okay.
We haven't mentioned it yet, but Alex and me agreed to do 6 rounds, 6 turns, but to be honest, I think nothing much will happen apart from his Warwalker showing up and dealing some grievous wounds to my scouts.
Okay, that's the end of my third movement turn. In fact, I don't have that much models to move. Only my Guardians and my Farseer, which remained stationary.
Nor have I.
The Super Hawk Exarch is gone. And I decided what to do with my Dark Reaper Exarch because he didn't see the Assault Marines. We agreed on that. And so I moved him, thus sacrificing his shooting ability, of course, but he hadn't a target either. And so he ran 4 inches to the border of the wood and 6 inches towards the Farseer to get in range of some psychic powers, maybe that start preventing Marcus from charging the Exarch with his army commander. And so, well, I can't shoot this turn. And one thing to mention, my Warwalker once again, I tried to bring him into battle, and I rolled 2 6s for leadership test, so he failed the second time to enter the battlefield.
That's untypical for Eldar.
If I will ever get flank punch again, I never don't use this card. Okay, so we can immediately go to the psychic phase.
Oh, 3 cards.
Points, that's
probably
good.
double the amount of cards you need to annihilate my complete army.
And he's doomed. So every wound
but
was
at least,
doubled.
at least I've got them.
And you can't use demonic attack
I think
because
they
you used
will.
it already.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's really a pity because now Alex knows that demonic attack
it's out of
was.
play,
Yeah,
so
you can use the full amount of cards.
then I use Mindful on the army commander,
Okay,
of course.
I'll try to nullify it.
Okay, 5 or
With the
6.
first of my 2 cards on a 5 or 6.
No.
This is a 1. That's not great. Now we can technically use 2 force cards.
I use
without-
only 1.
Okay.
So 5 dice.
5 dice and every wound.
Okay, 1 6.
And that's, I think it's probably enough because it can't double. I've already suffered 1 wound, so my army commander is dead. I've got a displacer field and power armor, but I think it won't suffice. I could try another nullify, but now it would be even worse.
But
I'm not
I
sure.
think because on the psychic power card Mindful, maybe you can write in the comments. There's only stated that a wound is caused by each 6 to Farseer rolls with no armor saving throw possible. So, in my opinion, you can try to use your field save if you have one.
So I'll try to do so. It's a 3 plus displacer, but I'm not sure. No, so he's dead for sure because now he suffers 1 wound, which is doubled by
because
Doom.
of Doom.
And now he's got 3 wounds and he's done with no chance of ever getting to the enemy Exarch or towards my objective, killing the Farseer. Yeah, I think this one is at the perfect place. Nobody will be able to kill him. Okay, we're back after the movement phase of my 4th turn, and I think the game has rather ended. They jumped into cover in order not to be targeted by the Dark Reaper, and They remained on Overwatch. Some of them turned because turning doesn't count as movement, but I don't have any units left which are able to harm the enemy. Nobody. If my army commander, the captain, had managed to get to him, he might have killed him, and points-wise there might have been a draw. But now Alex has 2 characters left, one of them really expensive, 1 unit of Guardians and the Warwalker.
But we agreed if it doesn't appear up to the 6th turn, he counts as a casualty, because maybe he was sabotaged behind the front line by Blood Angel scouts. Okay, should we play Psychic Phase? I'll just measure the distance if you're in range, otherwise we can skip it.
Yeah,
36, no. So they're out of range of Mindful, finally.
Yeah, that's what I've hoped for, but on the other hand, it's Alex's 4th turn is still to come, and if he runs his full 10 inches every turn, I think he'd be able to wipe out all of my units.
Okay.
It was probably a mistake to lose the land speeder so early, but I thought if I have the chance to get the Swooping Hawks before they are able to fly high.
And it was 1 dart through the conversion, a 50-50 chance to kill the Swooping Hawk.
Who has later on killed my Dreadnought.
So, okay. Hooray! My Warwalker arrived finally. In the 4th turn he emerged from the neutral zone of the battlefield, and as stated in the army presentation, he's equipped with a mighty scatter laser with a huge range of 60 inches, so he is within range of the assault marines.
Yeah, it was a clever move to have him appear over there, because he's far. Even if I'd used my last 2 turns, I'm far away.
You won't be able to reach him with your jump packs. Yeah.
No chance of getting this one in close combat.
So 6 shots, taking into account the rubble in which the Blood Angels are obscured a little bit. We agreed on -1 to hit, but he has a targeter, so we hit on force.
Yeah.
So 6 shots hitting on force. So 3 hits.
2 on the first one, 1 of... Okay. And they are strength 6, I think.
Yeah.
Against toughness 4 and 2 plus. And the second one,
And they have a save modifier, but only of -1.
Yeah. So 2 4 plus saves for the first one. No, he's dead. 1 and 1 4 plus save. Yeah. So this one is down, and because it's 25%, I have to do a break test, but only on 9. Yeah.
And even if they failed, they would only be shaken and not broken because of the Space Marines. So, maybe I use my
plasma gun as well.
But I have to use maximum power because of the range. The low power only has a range of 40. And
but it's only a 4th turn. It will be recharged up to the 6th. But on the other hand, I think we won't do 6 turns.
I try. I turn hitting on force. Yeah.
So this one is engulfed, and I think
it's only a 1 inch, 1.5 plasma. So only 1
strength toughness.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's -6 save modifier.
So this one is gone, and now you've done more than 50%, and this squad. So I think that's the end of our battle. Congrats, Alex. This time it was an execution of the Blood Angels. I really lacked the ability to get close, although this is one of our most agile 2nd edition 1000 point armies, but I lacked the ability to get closer to your army commander inside the Crystal Forest, whereas most of your units really performed great. All of the Eldar experts. You can't have Dark Reapers in close combat, and I think if you do a shootout with the Striking Scorpions, they lose, but all of them did their best.
Yeah, I think we're back with a short conclusion.
So that's where we would have liked to end up in this exciting battle report.
Yeah, hopefully it was exciting for you. But in my opinion, it was exciting. There were a lot of circumstances in which the battle could have swapped the sides, and in the end it was a 10-4 for the Eldar. Also the Eldar got 10 victory points, 9 for destroying enemy units and 1 additional victory point for the secondary mission objective, whereas Marcus gained 4 victory points by destroying Eldar units. Yeah, I think it was a really unfortunate. I think your first move is your land speeder, using the multi-melter against the swooping hawks. It was, I think, a good move, and it was a 50-50 chance. I had one conversion field save against the multi-melter shot, and if I failed this save, my swooping hawk exarch would be slain and wouldn't be able to charge the dreadnought, for example.
And even without changing, he kind of influenced all of my moves, because I've always had to think about where he might emerge from flying high and kill me.
I think this was a crucial move, but I think I would have done it exactly the same way, because it was a good chance to kill the Exarch in the first turn. And then, of course, you have witnessed it. If you have watched the battle report, I think the Eldar Father is really a monster. With his powers, they have such a long range, they almost reach out to every part of the battlefield, and really often require only a very low number of force cards to work really potent. I think if you compare it to maybe even Space Marine powers you need for Lightning Arc or Holocaust or
the Inquisition powers,
something like a 3 force cards, Vortex, 3 force cards all the time. And the Eldars, the Farsiers with 1 force card with Execution or Mindful,
that's
really
true.
potent.
You kill victims of your choice about 1 or 2 every turn without any problems.
Maybe, I've just discussed with Marcus, it would be an idea if you have used, I think in your second or third turn, your 4 remaining jump marines and your captain, maybe try to reach the Farsier using their jump packs. But it would be a really difficult move. If you fell short, you would have landed directly before the Overwatch Guardians with their shuriken catapults.
That's the reason why I didn't dare. I think I was kind of daring when I had my land speeder move forwards early in the beginning of the game in order to take a pot shot without even knowing if the flamer, the heavy flamer, would be in range, which wasn't, of course. During the game, and it's really a strong army, I think I've always been unable to penetrate the aura of the Farseer's Death Star-like psychic powers. I wasn't able to get anywhere close to him. The land speeder would have been able, maybe flying right towards him using the heavy flamer, but I lost this one early in the beginning of the game. I was kind of unlucky because of the mission cards. If you've got other armies or other mission cards, you are not forced to get closer towards the enemy with cool psychic powers. I think this would have been a completely different game if Alex had maybe taken hold and I had the turrets. But the Eldar are one of the best armies at this point value, and therefore they, I think they rightfully won our tournament. If you're interested in watching more of our 1000 point games being played, just take a look at the playlist of our tournament on the Dice Hammer channel.
Yeah. And one good note at the end. Because we finished rather early, we both have now time to watch the Blood Angels battle report from Bring and Battle.
Blood Angels versus Turrets?
Yeah, it's a very an interesting setup, and I'm really looking forward to watch it maybe now when I come home. Because it's also a really classic setup.
And we've noticed you've done lots of models which have been previously bold or blank metal earlier. I've seen there was a short which showed 30 Hormagaunts, 12 Gargoyles, 3 Tyrant Warriors. So you've done a great paint job on those.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay, well, I think that's the end of the Eldar versus Blood Interest battle. And yeah, what's up next on our channel? I think from the 40k universe, it's the Storm of Vengeance. I think the final battle we have to fight.
Or maybe some Imperial Guard versus Tyranids on a smaller table.
Yeah.
Because I might get some more models painted, some 2 more out of the 200 required to play the final battle.
So, yeah, stay tuned and see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.